just about ready to get started. Please give me just a second to get everything in order. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. Also, Ty, here you go. You know, are you happy? Jingle, 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 jingle. The back rooms. Thought you were gonna clean your lab after the last stream. You know, Cogs, that was a thought of all time that did not work out. But that does not, that's okay. That's a-okay. So, a very happy Wednesday to y'all. I am Oriana Aura, again, and, of course, hello Ty, hello Pokemon, hello Gideon Near, and Merpy and Dropped Frame, and Mothman, Cogs, right? Hello, Cogs, right? Stuffy Sneeze, Wolf with Sword, Alex, and I think that is everyone. Okay. So, and Jinzu. Hello, Sue. Alright, so starting today, we are going to have to do some reverse engineering. I am a little unconfident about it. Cool, she didn't notice? Wait, didn't notice what? What didn't I notice? Did I do something bad? Anywho. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. We are going to be doing some reverse engineering today, and we will see how it goes. Of course, I am ever so slightly worried about this, but, mostly because we're gonna have to do some punctures, but that's okay. Hand sanitizer. 1 second. But we shall see how today goes. Essentially, what we are going to be looking at is 2 devices, or two major parts. So I think it will be best to start with that. Alright, so the first is this little electronic strip here, or this little blood testing strip. So this is in theory, you should see 3 different prongs here. One should be, if you guys are familiar with electrodes, essentially blood glucose meters work on a similar way to a electrode, with a reference electrode and a working electrode. And you essentially put blood in one of the reservoirs and that fills it up. So that's what we are going to be doing. I have to remember how to use these. Again, it's been a while since I have used one. I really only did it briefly in school just to try it out. So yeah, beyond that, the other thing that we're going to be focusing on, there is a strong possibility that we are going to have to salvage some of the electronics. Or, also, awesome! Both Pokemon and Gideon Air for your guys' streak. That's bog. 35 streams. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so we're likely gonna have to salvage some electronics off of this. It's likely that we are going to salvage this part. Because I'm not sure if I can solder connections small enough to make good contacts. And this would be a lot easier to get samples from. So that's one of the ideas. So what I would like to do is the following. I have plenty of test strips. Or, well, plenty as in, like, we have enough. Like, we have a vial full of them, I think, yeah. Yeah, we have plenty. And also, hello, Mothman. Does your model have a turtle sweater option? You could be pretend to be the CEO of Theranos? No. Anyone have a dice to decide my sleeping fate? I feel like I really need to flex my sleep schedule, or it's not happening this week. And did you say 100? No. 25. That should be enough. I'm not anticipating that we're going to need that much. Okay, so given that, I need the instruction book. And, let's see, what else has been going on today? Odds I get to watch stream, evens I go to... No, don't go to sleep. You know, the stream just started, Alex. Please, 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 please. Let's see if they have any good instructions. I do, it's go to bed. No, Alex needs sleep. Did he not sleep today? Okay. So, apparently it's pretty simple. It's just, you insert the test strip. You insert the test strip, and then you apply blood. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do with that information. Oh, also, we're not going to be putting this guy back together. We are just going to use an additional monitor is probably the path forward. It's been my mission since joining your channel to get Alex to sleep. Don't interfere. I can interfere with whatever I do not want to. I feel like. I hope. And also, thank you for the hydrate, Sheenie. I will have some tea real quick. Very hot. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this guy open. Your stream, your rules. Yes, it is. And also, guys, thank you so much for being here, though. I really appreciate everyone who's, like, tuned in. Super pog that you guys could make it here, you know. Yeah. Let's get this guy open. I need scissors. Where are my scissors? There they are. Okay. So, again, today is going to be, like, pretty down in the... It's not going to be, like, in the weeds, but, we are going to... I can't wait for Ori to get partner this year. We'll see about that. Okay. I have to remember how to do this. Okay. Sorry, Ori. I got a 7:30 lecture. I will be back right out for sure. Okay, well, I will see you later. Alex, have a good night. Sorry, I was vibing to a song from Prince of Egypt. Oh, nice. Alright, so this is the lancet. This contains a very tiny needle that gets shot up into you, up into your finger whenever you prep this guy. So what happens is, let me see if I can open this, is you put the lancet here on this guy, and then you pull this guy down to arm it, and then fire by just pressing the button. So yeah, it's pretty simple, and essentially it just goes into your skin just a tiny bit. So less than a finger length. It's not bad at all. If I recall correctly. If I start screaming, I guess that's okay. Anyways, shooting a piece of metal into your finger, got it. Well, again, it's not that bad, but yes. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the device ready, though. So what I'm going to need is a spare version of this guy. One that is actually assembled. Are we going to see you get spiked? I very strongly dislike needles. No, you guys aren't going to see me get spiked. You guys shouldn't see any blood. You guys shouldn't see any blood connected to my finger. Yeah, it'll be out of camera. Don't worry. Technically, it's allowed, by the way, on TOS. I checked TOS rules. It is within TOS. Especially if this is educational, which in my opinion it definitely is. So I think we're good. Let's see. Where's my second monitor? Wait, where is the second? No way. Wait, no way. Did I get scammed? Did I get scammed? No way. No way. I refuse to believe that. Okay, because I just opened this. Oh my gosh, I actually did. No way. No, I refuse. Okay, it's in here. Okay. I was very worried there for a second. Okay, we did not get scammed. I have a spare. Also, you don't actually see the needle doing stabbing. Also, no shot. Yeah, I was very surprised that that was even in the realm of possibility. Right, so I need to take out the coin battery. Is it just... Oh my gosh, I have to... For quick reference, not intended as a substitute. Buttons, top of meter. Free coin? Yeah, free coin. I always forget which way this guy needs to go. But the minus side goes here, plus side goes there. That's weird. Ah, sorry. Gamba time? No gambaing. No gambaing. You're fine. Your advisor is on the phone and saying you shouldn't make that a goal. I mean, do what you want again. Something that I do want to focus on this year is, I've said this before, but I want to parse happiness. And what that means to me is that I want to enjoy life, as much as possible. Like, within reason, of course, right? This clock is completely wrong. That's okay, we don't care about time. It's actually completely wrong. Alright, so the way that it should work is we insert the test strip, like so. So we insert the test strip. I believe it goes, does it go back to front or front to back? It's been a while. Let's double check. It goes front to back. Okay. So it goes front to back, and then we should get a value out whenever it decides. So yeah. So this guy's ready to receive it, and yar. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Yakers. Okay. My hands are sanitized. I will re-sanitize my hands, though, just to make certain. Alright, hands are re-sanitized, and these materials are sanitized as well. Make sure to follow all instructions. Instructions for use. Twist cap, pull cap, recapping. Alright. Just need to get this guy open. If I recall, it's like literally just like put this in, rip this off, and put it on. Hold on. So wash hands with soap and water. We're good. Remove the lancing cap from the body of the lancing device. That is this guy here. I'm not going to show this part. 1 second. Yeah. Like, wait, no. Can you guys even see the needle? Like, it's barely invisible, but yes. Then move it, pull cap, yes. Twist cap, pull cap. Why the heck are you destroying the blood glucose monitors? We're not destroying per se. Remove, insert lancet into twist off the protective cap. Carefully replace the cap on the device. Adjust puncture depth. Okay. Okay, and then we are just going to go on the lowest setting, if I recall. So, there we go. Should be good. Yes, Murphy, we are reverse engineering it, because we're gonna have to... I want to make our own circuit for this guy, but in the meantime, we will need to see both our accuracy, so we need 2 devices, first of all, and then we need to see how it works. And I mean, at the worst case, I could use this guy twice and like disassemble and reassemble it to use it in between trial runs, but it's easier to just take what we need from this guy and then keep one fully assembled. Okay. I have a question, Ori. Yeah, go ahead. Reverse engineering is the fanciest term. Yeah, so we're gonna rip it apart to see how it works. Exactly. Do you prefer mayo, ketchup on your thighs? I prefer fries. Sorry. I prefer. Oh my gosh, I didn't go deep enough. Monka. Okay, we need to go slightly deeper. I prefer. Do I prefer mayo or ketchup? What? I prefer, ketchup? Is mayo, like, an option? Is that even an option? There we go. Okay. Alright, so, give me just a sec. Freudian slip. Yeah, I'm actually a terrible person, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you guys had to find out this way. That I'm a bad noodle. I had to... no, I'm say so, okay. After disassembling my oscilloscope, suddenly that glucose monitor board doesn't look so complex. Exactly. Alright. So this guy should work via capillary action, so you should see my, like, a very tiny bit of blood get sucked up, and then it should go ahead and process. The number should be less than 100. This is less than 100. This is a fine basal baseline for our blood glucose, so I think we are good. So what I'm going to do real quick is, now that we have this done, we are going to be disassembling this real quick. Not disassembling the part, but the actual test strip. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm also going to populate a test strip as well, just on its own. All foods are just delivery. No, guys. Guys, that's not how that works. Alright, so just give me a quick second. Just need to please. I might not have enough blood on this. Uh-oh. Yeah, no. Okay. That's okay. We can just disassemble as is. That should be fine. Okay. So, what we are trying to glean... do the user not have to clean bio stuff off? What do you mean biohazard stuff? What even is a healthy blood glucose level? So it ranges, I believe it's from 70s to 100. Anything in between there is perfectly nominal. So 93 is perfectly fine. If it goes above 100, you are generally not in a good place unless you've eaten recently, but I've not eaten or drinking anything with calories, so that's that. Give me a quick second to grab a Band-Aid. I did get Band-Aids, so give me just a sec. Oh, sorry, by drinking, or drunk, or like, what's the word? Essentially, I haven't had anything to eat or drink that has calories. Alright, you don't need a, yeah. You don't need a Band-Aid unless you're, I don't know. I just don't want to accidentally do anything that might make someone uncomfy. So anyways, put on my pinky, we're good. Let's go ahead and break this guy down and see what we can get. So, and if you guys have ever wondered if a VTuber has put blood, sweat, and tears into something, congratulations, guys. I am your VTuber. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into this channel. It's actually pretty funny in hindsight now. Okay, so let me see if I can find a good picture for what we are looking at this guy in a cross-sectional area. Also, one sec. I am going to take out the Lancet before I forget. And then when I'm playing with it after stream, I don't stab myself. That would be ideal. Alright. Alright. So, needle's gone. We're good. No more needles, no more anything for now. We probably won't need anything else today for that part. Yeah, no one is allowed to show that. I'm sorry, show what? Okay. Like the cake from Matilda? I'm sorry, like the cake from Matilda? What are we talking about? Blood, etc.? I think small amounts are considered okay, but I could be wrong. No, no, I know for a fact I'm not. Because I read over the TOS very carefully before doing this, or before committing to this project. Also, this was an accident. Oh, this was, again, this is purely educational. On the first face, this is purely educational and entertainment. And second, it's a little pinprick. So we are fine. I think we are fine. Let's go ahead and move forward. I am going to need a spare strip, so let's go ahead and get a strip. And then we also need a image of a strip for you guys. That will also help. And I'm hoping I'll be able to, I just use super glue for pinpricks like that. Realistically, I would just like, normally I would just like suck my finger briefly, and that would be more than enough for that type of thing. It's not even something that I would like consider a prick. It's just like, oops. Or he's gonna look like a Frankenstein monster, but no, I'm not gonna be a Frankenstein monster. You need to calm down. Calm. Guys, calm. It's gonna be okay. Oh, also, if the volume is too loud or too soft, please let me know. And I will do something about it. So what? Oh my gosh, I pricked the wrong finger. I pricked the wrong finger. No, guys, I pricked a typing finger. Oh no. Okay. Let's see what we need. What we need right now is cross section. Let's get a cross section. Okay. Aren't they all typing fingers? No, because so I learned my own way of typing. So I learned my own way of typing when I was younger. I didn't take any classes or anything. I just typed purely, like, instinctually. So, like, this pinky is responsible for hitting backspace and pretty much only sits on the backspace. So I'm gonna notice whenever I need a backspace, which is wonderful. I think this will be the best guy for you guys. And glucose. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy opened up. Image. Pictures and glucose. Turn this guy on. You seem like the type of person to relay out their keyboard. What do you mean by that, Mobile Armor? I would like to ask, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? I seem like the person to lay out my keyboard. Alright, so taking a look at this guy, we'll see that it's broken up into several layers. I mean, you customize everything and do things your own way. That is kind of true. However, the story on... I believe the story on how the actual keyboard, like the modern keyboard, got its way was people customizing it. So anyways, taking a quick look at this guy. It's primarily in a few layers, but the layers that we need to pay attention to are the middle layers, or the stuff in the middle. So, what you'll see there is that we have a counter and reference and fill detector electrodes. So those are responsible for sequencing, or not sequencing, but think of when we have done like our muscle experiments, when we've tried to get like voltages out of muscles, or like from flexing, or really anything that uses like multiple like electrode pads. So like our Chattotooey or something, right? The current keyboard layout is so you wouldn't jam a typewriter, it put common keys further apart. So the modern keyboard, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe IBM did consumer testing for their Model M keyboard, and they let users replace them, or like replace and duplicate keys wherever they wanted. And that's how we got the current modern keyboard layout. Though I could be wrong. So, again, we have our counter reference fill detection electrodes. we have our spacer, so that's the actual reservoir, and then we have our working electrode. So, what we need to do is, ideally, I want to break this guy down so we're able to see the layers. That's partially for me, because we're going to have to figure out how to make this guy work, and partially for y'all. So, let's go ahead and get it done. I would like to see an Oreo design keyboard. I'm not sure if you would. Okay. Again, I have 25 of these, but I would prefer if we keep it fine. Does it work like a pH meter? I'm sorry, I do not know. I do not know off the top of my head how a pH meter works. I honestly do not know off the top of my head. But again, so essentially what we're going to be doing is taking reference voltages against each other, and that should give you a different answer. Also, in theory, I believe this number should... I'm not sure if this number will change as the blood... yeah, as the blood dries. Yeah, so it does have to be fresh, great. Okay, so we might have to prick ourselves a few times. But that's okay. Give it a second. Yeah, we're going to have to. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and break this guy down, though. So we have our reservoir that is filled here. I guess I could have just used, like, color water for the initial, but oh well. I am going to get this guy open the best I can. So we have some pliers and scissors. And maybe... what else might be useful? Might want to use... maybe need this. We'll see if we need that. Okay. So, first thing I'm gonna do is the most, like... yeah, because if common keys were closer, we were speed demons. Does it work like most keys are in the same place on typewriters, with the most common keys being spread out to reduce jamming. Anyways, let's see. Oh, I see. Oh no, I see blood swoon. Wait, I'm sorry. There shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be any, so you should be good. Okay, I am probably just gonna cut this guy in half for now to see what there is to see. We're probably going to have to take quite a few test strips, unfortunately. So what's the most efficient keyboard layout? Wouldn't that be like a stenographer's keyboard? Alright. Well, let's see what we can get here. I would really prefer if I knew what the heck we are opening up. Accordion keyboard, yeah, they're cool. I see. I was hoping the layers would come apart a bit easier than this. They are not appearing to come apart. Alright. If we can't get the layers apart... hold on. So, I'm not sure if you guys can see the layers, or even see the layers, but give me a second. Give me a sec. Oh, oh. Okay. Very small. If you guys can see the layers there, you can see the first layer where the liquid gets siphoned in at the bottom of the divot towards the top of my finger there. You'll see the divot where that guy gets siphoned in, but I'm not sure if you guys can see anything else. So what we're going to try to do is get under that divot there and expose it. So give me a second. Time to copy my fingerprints. Yeah, make sure to copy my fingerprints and leave them at all the crimes that you commit, you know? Don't actually do that, please. I shouldn't have to say that, but, you know, just in case. Just in case. Alright, we don't really care for destructive. Alright, so we got the first layer off. Again, our first layer here should just be the top support layer, the adhesive layer, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. So let's go ahead and get it off. So again, the layer is starting to peel off, so let's go ahead and get it off. I think this is supposed to be a support layer though, so I think the rest should just fall out. Or I'm hoping it does. That'd make my life easier. Okay. I will be using Ori's hand molds to commit violent crimes. Okay, cool. Go for it. Don't actually commit violent crimes, guys. So now that's the protective layer off. Let's get the next layer off. I would really prefer if we didn't have to struggle too much with this, but I'm having a bad feeling about this that we're gonna have to. Yeah, we may have to. The problem, or the reason why I am getting this open in the first place is because I need to know which output is which. Because there's a reference, there's a voltage, or there should be a voltage, and then there should be our main working electrode, which is the one we're interested in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Okay. By the end of the day, Ori's committed multiple... No. Guys, again, don't actually do violent stuff. That's cringe. You know, you wouldn't want to be cringe. I have the funniest feeling that if someone tried to frame me for the crimes, the cops would show up as soon as they open the door and they'd be like, nah, she didn't do it, too small. You know, I thought they would open my door and be like, ah, yes, this is clearly the lab, a lab of sorts. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to get this guy off. I'm going to try for a bit longer, but just give me a second. Again, I'm just trying to get the layers off to expose the metal, but I don't think we're going to have much luck with that. Yeah, no, we're not going to have luck with it. Okay, given that, we essentially have to do some guesswork here. So we are going to have to do some guesswork. So as you see that we have multiple different counter reference and fill detection electrodes. So essentially, we're going to have to figure out which one is the working electrode and which one is just a reference electrode, or the set of reference electrodes. So, okay. That makes this a bit more difficult. Alright. So, in order to do that, again, I am doing this 100% live. Yeah, Ori, we do guesswork every stream. Yeah, but this is like actual... I mean, we do actual debugging guesswork too every stream, so never mind. Let me take a quick drink of tea. Quick cup of tea. Okay, much better. Alright. So, essentially what we need to do is figure out what each of these 4 lanes are used for. So if we flip this guy over, you'll see that it has 4 lanes. And... let's see, which direction is it supposed to go into? What kind of tea? I'm drinking chamomile tea. I'm just drinking some chamomile tea. Really just any warm tea will do. I would drink Earl Grey, but it is slightly late to do that. I'll be back. Need to make dinner. Okay. Right. So, again, strip part goes in, this part goes down, and then this part faces out. So, we need to determine which way this goes on to the little receiver here. What it is it would normally be screened out and this guy placing in, so it would look like this. So, ooh, we just need to mimic that on the side. And then probably check our lanes. Again, I really don't want to go as far as, there is another way of doing this, which is just checking their pattern diagrams and then reading their circuit diagrams, because I imagine they're somewhere. They have to be. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to definitely have to harvest this guy here, which I did not want to do. Let me see if I can tell. Okay. I think I know what one of them is. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can follow the traces, though. Maybe you guys will see something I don't. Pop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, Ori, do you know about Offkai? That sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Is that like a convention? Is that a convention or meetup? You've been inspected. Alright, so, taking a look at this guy, what we are concerned about are these PCB traces that are coming out of it. So these guys. So you'll see some very, very tiny, very, very tiny, very, very tiny traces that we'll need to figure out where they're going. Let's see. So maybe, hold on one second. I'm gonna see if you guys are able to get any more additional information if I use a magnifying glass. If I can, that's great. If not, we'll have to proceed at max zoom and just hope for the best. Oh, you guys can't get stuff from this. Okay. So I won't be able to point. I will unfortunately not be able to point that well. Oh, and we also have a reflection to deal with. Wonderful. Okay. So what we are looking at here is where each of those 4 traces are going. So if we take a look at what is written on J1, I ask because I mostly just want to see the cosplays you've pulled off. Yeah. You know, maybe Ty had the opportunity to ask. Actually, Ty, you've seen me in cosplay, right? Anyways, we have J1, which is the far left one. It's not connected to anything from the looks of it. It looks like it's connected to a ground if I had to guess. But I do not know. The middle one there is definitely our main signal that we're interested in. That is almost certainly our main point of interest. Again, our working electrode. So our working electrode's likely that one connected to TP10 or TP9. Is that TP9 or TP10? TP19. Alright. Then we have another one, which is also connected in a similar way. TP probably stands for test point on this guy. I don't think so. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, okay. Anywho. What we need to do here... is figure out where the last one's going. I can't actually tell where the last one's going. It might just be an extra one. It could very well be an extra one. But I do not know. Okay. So, given that information, what we're going to do now. So, what we are going to do, I want to make sure before we remove this guy here that... I don't know how Ori would cosplay the wings. It would be funny. Water wings. Ha ha, I see a cat in the reflection there. I don't think I have a cat. Could be wrong. Okay, so I need to do a quick check here and here to make sure that we have connection between the two before I go ahead and remove it. Oh boy. So that's our first thing. Let's go ahead and get the test points. And again, this project is gonna probably take us a little whiles. Mostly because I'm gonna have to reverse engineer this meter, which I have, honestly, I have vague ideas on how this guy works, and I know, like, what our output should be, but that's a lot easier said than done, right? So if I press these two guys down... I'm not seeing any connection. Okay, first of all, yeah, we have connection. It's the same way it resembled a cat to me. Okay. I think it would be funny if Ori and I went to convention cosplayed as each other. Oh, interesting. Though, Ty, no offense, your cosplay would be significantly more difficult. I feel like that would be very, very difficult to put together. And also, it would take a lot of time to put the cosplay together as well. Okay, so I'm not seeing any connection? That's disconcerting. Okay. That is gonna make things significantly harder. Alright, I'm gonna pry bar this guy off. Or by pry bar, I just mean like a screwdriver, and get this guy off and see if we can glean any other information from it. I'm hoping I can just pry it off. We shall see. Just build your own X-ray the board. That sounds extremely difficult. But who knows? Maybe it's not as difficult. Okay, and we have a resistor. We have a resistor on the bottom that's keeping it attached. Probably just gonna try to... Again, we're doing destructive stuff on this, so I'm fine just kind of... I don't know what the word is, but... kind of cavemanning it. Come on. Seriously, how... Let me try pliers. I should just try pliers first. Just try pliers. Yep, pliers was definitely the play. Totally the play. I'm not causing destructive damage to this guy at all. I'm causing destructive damage to this guy. Wonderful. Guess who might have to buy another meter? It is me. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another meter. Heck yeah, I just got here and we're already destroying stuff. Yes, Maple, we are destroying stuff. Okay. I mean, if these wires aren't even interconnected... Where does that leave us? I should salvage the positive leads as much as possible. Ideally, the form factor of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I really don't want to salvage the other one, but I'm going to have to salvage the other one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut around this guy and take out the entire footprint, and then we are just going to solder on the board directly. Because I can't think of a better option. Might have a better option. Hold on. Yeah, no, we're not going to have a better option. Okay. Dang, this is going to be difficult. Turns out reverse engineering is hard, guys. Who would have known? Who would have thunk? Give me a second. At this point, I can just be as destructive as I want because I'm likely not keeping this. Yeah, I think this is weirdly placed. Alrighty. Maple, help me push this agenda? Wait, push what agenda? You know what? I'm gonna start being contrary and pushing the agenda isn't really short. She's actually 6 foot and built like Morticia. Who's that? Who's Morticia Adams? Okay, so wonderful. These guys weren't even internally connected. However, I wonder if I can take the test paths of this guy. Let's go ahead and see how we line up. The Addams family? I don't know who that is. Sorry, I do not know who that is. So these guys directly connect. Okay, so these guys directly connect. So it goes in like this. Goes in. You've never heard of the Addams family? I've heard of it, but I don't know the character off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'm not overly savvy on that type of stuff. Unfortunately, I was left under the sea for a long majority of time, so I ended up just kind of winging it. Oh, I was thinking of the tall lady. Oh, I know that one. That one is in internet memes. Again, I'm very versed in internet memes. Okay. Okay. So what I'm worried about is when I connect to these... We're going to have to figure out an intelligent way of approaching this. But essentially, when I connect these, if you see each point here, if I don't make these correct, we're going to be in very, very, very bad shape. I'm lagging back through time. Holy, what? Anyways, again, so, given that, what do we do? Okay, let's think. I know likely which thing corresponds. I know likely which one corresponds to which. And I can sample between the two and the reference. Even if I sample wrong, what happens if we sample wrong? If we sample wrong across the device, we would just get a reverse voltage. Or we should just get a voltage that is different. Or not, like, we should just get a polarity swap so long as we are, relatively speaking, right. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a quick look at this. Oh my gosh, I scraped it up so much. I'm so sorry. And that guy indicates a via. Okay. Unfortunately, we aren't gonna get much out of that. Okay. So I'm looking at the traces right now to see if anything was, like, apparently going to ground, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to open this guy up. I don't have another choice. Dang, that's rough. I did not want to do that. So give me a second. Let's go ahead and get this guy open. And if I remember correctly, it does have a sticker. And we can just remove the sticker. What? Did we scrap the part? You can't probe for ground. I did probe for ground Pokemon. None of them were grounded. None of them connected to each other, which is problematic. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy open. I'm gonna need a screwdriver. Give me a sec. I wonder if I can use just my current one. That'd be easiest. have any other screwdrivers on me? I'm sure I have them. It's just a matter of where. Man, I'm such a lazy engineer. Apologies. Hold on. I think my lag is bottoming out. Okay, wait, never mind. Is the stream lagging for anyone else? Please let me know if the stream is lagging or dying, and I will do my best to fix it. Though I don't believe that's the case. Okay, excellent. Okay, this one I do not want to be as destructive with. So if possible, I would like you to stay intact. Mr. Machine. Please? Please? Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we might have a problem. We might have 3 problems, in fact. Problem number 1, I can't open this. Problem number 2, skill issue. And problem number 3, skill issue. Okay, let's go ahead and just probably bar this guy out then. Oh yeah, so I was doing some thinking today, by the way. I know dangerous, I'm not supposed to be thinking, but... Coin batteries there, we are good. I was doing some thinking today. About over-engineered devices. And a device that comes to mind, I'm not sure if anyone else is going to think of it. It's a non-electronic device. Actually, I'm just going to slowly not drip feed, but like give information until someone guesses what it is. But it is a non-electronic device that is fairly prevalent in our society, that is made out of plastic, so that hasn't helped any. And, ooh, that's why. There are so many over-engineered wine openers. And it is something that almost every person... Okay, I know what hint to give. I know what hint to give to make you guys get it. You know, I'll just say it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players need to use it. Essentially, the container is something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players need to use. Do I have one? I sure hope you do. Card sleeves? Are you kidding me? Deodorant. Goblins, correct. Okay. Yes, so, deodorant. That's what I was referring to. I wonder if this guy will still work when not fully on. Deodorant comes in aluminum cans, though. Why specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! Players? Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't have that. What do you mean? Dude, I'm gonna get, like, hazed. Or not hazed, but... It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Oh, why is it so white? Why did the... Hold on, my gamma's not happy? Okay. No, have you guys ever been to a... Have you guys ever been to a either Magic the Gathering or a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament? Because unfortunately, they have some... I don't want to be, like, mean, but they have some gamers, you know? They have gamers. They have gamers, and sometimes those gamers care more about gaming than they have... than their actual thing. So anyways, that's why they need deodorant. Like, it's literally written to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament rules that you have to, like, your body odor can't be that bad. Like, that's literally written into the rules. That's how bad it was for them. Oh my gosh, this may be way harder. IDK, how people sit in their own funk for that long. Yeah, I don't understand either. But that's okay. Let people be. Fun fact, there's a single player that's the source of that rule. What do you mean by that? I mean, shower works too, deodorant's plan B. Yes, but you, like, shower and... you shower and you apply deodorant. Anyways, this guy's not working correctly. Great. I thought that was because someone didn't literally shower in order to get their opponents to quit before they started. Yeah, so, again, there's a card that forces you to do, like, a handshake or something, and... Yar. Anywho, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's stop talking about this. It was my fault for bringing it up. Hello, Comrade Soul. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I don't know why this guy isn't turning on, but we're having issues turning this guy on. Wonderful. I've already broken it. Okay, let me just get this guy open. Anyway, so deodorant is, like, overly engineered in my opinion, from just, like, a perspective. So I want you to think of, like, a commonly used device, like a soap dispenser or a spray bottle, or this is where it's like 150 and Ori has to rethink her McDonald's diet. What? Wait, what's 150? Apologies, I don't know what you mean by 150. Blood glucose reading? Oh, no, it was 93. I don't know why I feel like you're the type to use 3-in-1 soap when you shower. I don't use 3-in-1 soap, I use 1-in-1 soap. What do you mean? Dude, I use, like, a hydrating soap, okay? I use a hydrating soap and shampoo and conditioner like a normal, productive member of society. Okay, Murphy Moo? I use the stuff. I use it like a normal, productive person. Okay? Okay? Gotta keep your skin moist. Yeah. Listen, when you're underwater, you got to. Anyways. I feel like you'd be like, it's more efficient. Yeah, 2-in-1 soap and a Dove bar is perfectly normal. Pretty sure my dad has 1 bottle for shampoo, 1 conditioner, and 1 for body wash. I don't even... Never mind, guys. I bathe. Not like I bathe, but like, you know what I mean. I shower, but... I use hygiene products. Anyways... That's neither here nor there. We're supposed to be working on a snackometer. We're supposed to be making science happen. We're supposed to be reverse engineering. And we have veered off into showering and deodorant. Mostly because of my bad. Okay, so it's double connected. That's what it is. Alright, this got exponentially harder. This just got exponentially harder. Oh, drat. Okay. So, why this got harder, if you take a look at the divide here, so there's a divide going across the center line, and unfortunately, I think what that is, let me see if I can see it. Let me pull open the image. Oh my gosh, I don't have the divider line. Okay. Coded onto working electrode, enzyme and mediator. Okay, working electrode, bottom support layer, enzyme and mediator layer. Coded onto working electrode. Spacer, pressure sensitive, adhesive. Don't need that. Hold on. Okay. We're going to have to go into, I really don't want to. Okay, we have to. Okay, so I am unable to glean enough information from this, so what I'm going to have to do is probably look through their patent information and see if I can find it. So what we are going to do is a quick side tangent. I'm just gonna put this here. Put this here, and zoom this guy out. Okay. Side tangent time. So, let me see if I can get the application that I want open. Let me make sure that I don't have anything incriminating. Okay, we're good. Application, Chrome. All right, so believe it or not, I have an entire web browser that I just use for what I intended to use for, what's the word? For live streaming. So what we need to do is go to Google Patents. And we are going to have to find what device this is. So I am going to need a self-monitoring blood glucose meter CVS and see if they have a see what there is to see. What patent are we going to violate? We're not making a profit off of it, and it's purely educational, so I don't think it's problematic that we are looking at a that we're looking at the, like, publicly available patent information for something. We're not manufacturing it. Yeah, we're not manufacturing and making a profit from it. Okay, that's not gonna help. Blood glucose strip. Methods and apparatus. Let's go and see what we got here. We're just gonna have to see what we get. Alright, so what I'm hoping for is an image breakdown. So what you should have in this guy somewhere is a basic sheet. Wait, why are you snapping? Did I do something wrong? Data processing unit, simultaneous unit. Here we are. This is what we're interested in. Okay. I found an indestructible of someone. I found an instructables of someone reverse engineering a blood glucose monitor. ER. I just accidentally opened a Coco stream at full volume while at work. Oh, that's not great. That's suboptimal in the current meta, Cox. That is suboptimal in the current meta. What we need... Oh man, we're gonna need this image here, and we are also going to need... What else are we going to need? Probably... Give me a second. Patient days, slope correlation, SMGBC, BMI, p-value. We don't care. We don't care. Apologies, I'm essentially looking through the documentation right now to see what we are able to... They should have... here we are. So, in the actual information, Ori? Yes, Merpimu? Is something the matter? Let me take a quick drink of water. Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe. Oh, that's not very nice. Anywho. Let's go ahead and move forward. Okay, so I'm going to need to capture a screenshot of have the following. I'm tired. It's okay, we're all tired here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick snip of this, and we are going to have to use it. So what's going to happen is what we are going to be looking for is the following. If you see the 400 here, 401, 402, 403, 404, we essentially need to know where these are connected and how they are referenced within our documentation. So let's go and do that. And let me just save this guy off. Alex isn't tired because he's sleeping, right? Yeah, exactly. I can't see 404. You should be able to see 404. It's on the right side of the prongs. And then what we need is labels on paths. IT joke 404 not found. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Sorry, just had to sigh a little bit for non-related reasons, totally. Okay. Alright, so what we're looking for here is a technical description. I'm hoping for a technical description. So let's see if I'm able to search this guy first of all. I can. That's good. Alright. So again, 404 is what we are interested in at the moment. Why, I haven't done anything worth sighing about yet? Well, I just have a habit. I just happen to have a habit that I sigh, like, quite often whenever I'm, like, starting to look at something for a technical reason. So, sorry. That's why I was sighing. It wasn't because of anything that you guys did in particular. And label on pads. Alright. Then I need to make this guy smaller. Whop. Whop. Alright. So, taking this information, I go ahead and sleep, join Alex. I think I've only got like 5 hours of sleep today. Okay. Have a very good rest. And exasperation for the tech jargon to come? Yes. Exasperation for tech. Okay. So, figure 4, which is the figure that we're looking at, is the figure of interest. But saying I have a bunch of old meters and would love to send them in. Oh, no, it's perfectly okay. I'll just buy more meters as needed. They're not that expensive. It's more of just the inconvenience of me having to go buy them. Okay. Figure 4 schematically shows an embodiment of the animate sensor. In accordance with the present disclosure, this sensor embodies electrodes 401, 402, and 403, and 404. Electrodes or other features may be applied using chemical vapor deposition, CVD, physical, but not limited to the following. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we don't care about that. We want to care about how this works. Shows the 3 electrodes compared side by side on surfaces 404. My insurance company forces me to get new meters due to them signing with a new company, so none of the supplies are covered anymore. Yeah, it's because the test strips are significantly more expensive than the meters themselves, right? So again, we're interested in 400, 401, 402, and 404. Probably 403 would also be interesting. Okie dokie. 403. No. Okay, so I'm going to need this application open. I'm hoping 500's on this guy. Alright, excellent. 500 is on this guy. So, what we want to see is the following information. Position above the second, 500 having a first person. Ah, here we are. Working electrode 501, a reference electrode 502, and a counter electrode 503. So this is what we need. We need to figure out essentially what units it is. I was trying to figure that out by just looking at the circuitry, but unfortunately I did not have luck. And yes, I'm aware this doesn't cover necessarily the meter we're looking at, but this may allow us to figure that out. Okay. So 502 is the reference electrode, 501 is our working electrode, so the one on the far end is our working electrode, and the one on the short end. Okay. And then what we need to do is the working electrodes on the far end, so what we need to do is... Do I need to take this guy off? No. That should be necessary. Okay. Wait, what is that, Cox? I'm kind of confused what that means. Is that like a rave? Anywho. Let's get this guy attached. Go like this. Board goes this way and flips back down. And that means this flips down this way. Okay. That honestly tells me nothing. Okay. That's not great. But I'm back. Welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well. Man, this is a struggle. Beautiful work? What? Alright. Thank you. Nodders. There's not a direct connection between them. So if there's not a direct connection between them, what can we even do? I'm not able to see the actual inside of the reservoir, so I don't know where it's being siphoned up into. Nor do I have the capability of seeing where. I know that it's going... If I were them, I would put it roughly in the middle, but it may be in the middle for reference design. Hold on, let's see if we can tell. This guy's straight. Okay. Just want to see where this reservoir would be. Because that should be the working one. Okay, so over here would be left far side. Wait, I need a ruler. One moment. Any straight edge actually will do. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so the reservoir is between those two. Right. So the reservoir is on the third pin. So if this was 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Reservoir 3 is what we're interested in. Or that's probably where the connection is. Because that's where that's between. And I really doubt that they would curve it. Or is it at 2? Maybe we need a straight edge. Maybe we need a straight edge. Why is this so difficult? I just wanted to do a fun snack machine. I just wanted to do a fun snack machine, okay? I just wanted to do a snack-o-meter. It was supposed to be a snacky and-o-meter, and it was supposed to work. But instead, we get hard, lemon, hard. And cope, yes. Yes, Saint, we're coping. And thank you for being here today, Saint. We're coping. We are having to cope. Honestly, I can't tell. Hard, lemon, hard. Yes. Life is hard, lemon, hard. We did things not because they are easy, but because we thought it would be easy. I knew this would be difficult. I literally asked, I was asking in the Discord if we should do a hard project or an easy project. And they were both variants of this project, by the way. because there is an easier way to do this. I'm just a little bit stubborn. Just the tiniest bit stubborn. Okay. Honestly, I can't tell. Honestly, it looks dead in between the two. Okay. I can't cut this guy open. I can't see what is... You said ambitious, not hard? Okay, so... To be fair, I feel like ambitious and hard is the same difference. Am I wrong here? We do have a way of doing this without the blood glucose thing, but I thought the blood glucose would be more interesting. So there's actually another way of thinking about this. They are not synonyms. Yes, but... I suppose they're not synonyms, but they're still, like, relatively speaking, the same thing, right? Because if I say, hey, this is ambitious, versus, hey, this is hard, or, like, climbing a mountain is ambitious, and it is also considered difficult. I feel like one often describes the other, I guess. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna once again try to open this guy up and see if I can get anything out of it. Yippee. Ambitious means scope, hard means difficulty. I guess that's relatively true. Okay, Cox, I have a question for you, Cox. Ambition implies that it pushes one's capability or means. Can you mark the power pins on the device and use it to mark the strip pins? I'm not 100% sure. It peels from the other side. Does it? I don't believe it peels from the other side, though. Give me a sec, I'll try. Wire end. Oh, okay. Oh. As a cutter. Oh, in front of it. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Are you sure? Struggling to get this guy open. I'm just gonna go with the previous method that at least got me the first layer off. Give me a sec. What is your question? What? Anyone who has dealt with scope creep knows more scope equals more difficulty. Oh, yes. So essentially, accuracy and precision. Used in layman's terms, accuracy and precision are the same word. I would make the debate that people use accuracy and precision interchangeably. But in scientific terms, accuracy and precision are not the same thing. And I feel like this is much the same case, where yes, maybe from a technical perspective, but like a common use perspective, I always try to use them correctly. Likewise, it's the same thing with tactical and strategic. So tactics usually refers to short term, but people use it interchangeably. Okay, there's nothing there. Great. Okay, wonderful. That's how we get to the point with issues, literally. Yes. Oh, apologies. Alright. What do I need to do here? I need to get this guy off. Please come off. Scope is the amount. Check the general Discord tab. Okay, I'll give it a quick second. Give me a sec. Bup. 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 Yours peeled off so easily. What the heck? What? Yours peeled off so easily. What the heck? Are you sure? I feel like this guy does not peel off. Okie dokie, come on. I am frustrated, guys. I'm ever so slightly frustrated. I was expecting today to be fun and full of entertainment, almost like peeling a banana with 2 layers. Peeling a banana with 2 layers. Okay. Ow. Okay. Just use your pipe cutters. You're right! Why didn't I think of that? Where are my pipe cutters? I don't think pipe cutters will work on this. What? Give me a second. We can always try. You know, pipe cutters are always a great idea, right? I'm kidding, of course. We're not going to use pipe cutters. Not for shoe minions. Where the wires shoe ends, peel the top layer. Where the wires show. Where the wires show and peel the top layer. Okay, give me a second. I will give that a try. Points finger. Pointer finger. Pointer finger does not help me. Nothing there. That's a wild title if I've ever seen one. Right there. Yes, there's nothing here to peel. Wait, there is. There is! Oh my gosh! I'm not late, am I? No, you're not. Pioneer. Also, how's your desk going? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shackman. Thank you, Shackman. Thank you. You saved the city. You saved the city. Okay. This makes it a lot easier. Okay, let's take a look at this. And then we have our actual one. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Slowly but surely, I've been working on my desk for quite a while now. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, this helps like none. Okay, so... Reservoir's filled. Okay, I think... what the play is... Give me a second. Is I'm going to remove the top layer very carefully off of the other one. Please, please, please. Okay. Ah! Oh, sorry. Not like I hurt myself, it's more like I'm surprised. Okay. So, liquid go there. What? When I had issues with my strips, I was asked to peel one? Oh, nice. Okay, and then it goes on backwards like this. Okay. So that's how it goes. Reservoir goes there, stuff goes there. Please tell me I can zoom in further. Alright. Negatory. I need our handy dandy. Also, the partial reflection of the light is not helpful in this case. Let me see if I can get some light off of it. And then, go here. Okay, so it goes across the center here. It goes across the center. What else are we looking at? It goes across the center in the middle. And across each other. Okay. Given that I'm pretty sure it's the bottom part, or the bottom of the reservoir that's important. Hold on. I'm also physically looking at it here. Look at this one. One moment. I'm examining one up close. I'm gonna take off my glasses because I can't see far away and see how close I can get with this. So give me a moment. I'm just inspecting this guy as closely as possible. So I actually have... I can't read chat at the moment. Well, I can, but not well. Yeah, I can't read your chat at all, actually. Someone with orange text typed. Okay. Alright, so that must be the reservoir. Which sends the signal, dude? There are 3 signals. Okay, so there are 3 signals total. No surprises there. The one on the far right does not go into the blood at all from the looks of it. The one in the middle seems to have the most overlap. Actually, no. Number 1, so number 1 being the far one on this end, appears to have a direct connection with the reservoir. Maybe we can get a better peel. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a better peel on this. Give me a sec. Oop. Hello, Wacky Brain. Hopefully no one said anything bad. Apologies if anyone said anything bad while I was gone. Not gone, but you know what I mean. Apologies if anyone said anything like, you know, offensive or anything bad. Yeah. There, I said it. Thank you. Thank you, Boulder. I appreciate it. Alright. Please, 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 please just open up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will salvage one more strip. Honestly, it's easier to see with this one. I wish this wasn't so reflective. It would be much easier to work with if this guy wasn't so reflective. Because what we're interested in... Sorry. What we're interested in... What we are interested in... does not appear to be that present. Dang. Sorry, guys. Give me... I mean, I don't necessarily have to apologize every time, but it is hard to take a look at it. I wonder if I can clean it with some isopropyl. So there's a very small amount of, like, sticker stuff, essentially, for lack of better word, that is stuck on this guy. Let me see... Let me see if I can get this layer off. First of all, let's just try the stupid thing. Always try the stupid option first. Stupid option might work. Nah, stupid option's gonna damage shit. Darn, okay. Man, this is just rough. Are you guys able to see that? No. Not really. Not as well as I would like you guys to be able to see it. Why did they make these so difficult? Posted mine on Discord. Yes, but yours might not be using the same, whatchamacallit, the same paths. But does it matter? As long as we know which one's the ground. Okay, honestly, it might just be easier to say one's ground, one's reference, and work forward from there. If that's the case, we should do some soldering. I know, but showing with the phone macro lens option. Okay. Okay, 1 One's a working electrode, one's connected that way. They're all connected technically to the pond. But what is the point then? Honestly, I don't know. Apologies. Reverse engineering is not supposed to be easy. It goes out to the sides, it fills up the bar there. What are we hoping to see? Difference in potential across the two. One going across the other. Reservoir goes across the middle. And if the reservoir goes across the middle, what are we seeing? If the reservoir goes across the middle, we are probably measuring it. So the ground is the one on the far left, and then the reference is one of the two. Okay. Okay. So I've come to the following conclusion. This may or may not be terrible logic, but essentially, the blood crosses over multiple times, or the liquid crosses over multiple times this way. On, hold on, let me point on this guy. So this guy and the middle one. So the one nearest me and then the one in the middle are where they're crossing. And I think the one on the far end over here is actually the reference. So what I'm going to do is we are going to attach probes across it and hope for the best. I just realized that we are also going to run into additional problems with further testing. Dude. Okay, so the following information is popping into my head at like rapid paces, and I apologize again for over-apologizing, but here I am, over-apologizing. Okay. How am I going to solder this, or get an accurate measurement of it? I do not have an answer to that question. The closest thing I can do is I can take the insert here and salvage it. The problem is, even if I salvage it there, that doesn't buy me anything, because I need to know, well, actually I do know which pad corresponds to which. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Guys, I have a bad feeling. I have many bad feelings. That's okay, that's okay. We just keep going. You know what they say. When you find yourself in a hole, keep digging. And we're gonna keep digging in that hole. Because we're going to dig all the way through the center of the earth. And once we end up in the center of the earth, things will go better for us, is the cope that I tell myself. And I'm not Mick losing it. I am Mick keeping it stable, I guess. We aren't abstracting, you're abstracting. Man, you'd think it's a Friday by how well this is going. Give me a sec. I need a screwdriver. And I don't have one, of course. Man. No one's saying anything either. It's definitely not killing me on the inside right now. Wait, that means I can talk about whatever I want. Well, actually, I could already do that. In theory, I could get canceled right now. I could speedrun getting canceled. Maybe I should do that. That'd be suboptimal, though. That's a-okay. You could always talk about whatever you want. Good use of free will. Almost wanted to try gold extraction on diabetic test strips. Yeah, I'm just losing it on a Wednesday. Gosh, if I'm losing it on a Wednesday, do we pivot? I can't even get this guy. I'm theorizing DIY electronic test equipment. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. We're not gonna lose our sanity. We're not gonna lose our sanity. We aren't gonna lose our sanity. You're losing your sanity. Definitely not thinking about building an oscilloscope to test my own oscilloscope. Are you crazy? That sounds absolutely, that sounds extremely difficult. Is sanity transferable? I think it is broadly transferable. But, you know, we don't have that here. Maybe it's just time for me to end my say-so-ness. And I just pronounce to the world that I'm not actually say-so. I'm the least say-so person ever. I am a bad noodle, and I'm a heckin' tired of it. We're heckin' tired. And maybe we just burn it all down. We just burn everything down. You know what they say, if you burn everything down, it can't hurt you. Sure. I am. Gosh, I feel like I'm Veigar from hit game League of Legends. I am evil. Stop laughing. I can hear the anger. I am anger. I am anger incarnate, okay? I am not say so. I am fury. I am mad. I am heckin', heck, you know? Invocation of what the heck. You own a Phillips screwdriver, don't you? Yes, I do. The problem is, Boulder. Okay, listen, I'm gonna lose it, but it's okay. We're gonna lose it together. So the problem is, I'm sure my camera battery's gonna die too in like 2 minutes. That would be absolutely hilarious, right? But the problem is, I don't have another screwdriver on my desk, and I don't want to like stop the stream by going to look for it. So instead, I was suffering through and using a Phillips head that was too big, and the Phillips head that was too big, in fact, was a problem. So I had to put this guy at an angle, so only part of it was exposed going down, so I would be able to partially open it, just so I could loosen it enough, just so I could use the pliers on it, okay? That was the plan. And I just didn't want to, like... I just didn't want to... I just didn't want to... What's the word? I just didn't want to, like, detract from stream, so I did this instead. And now we're here. And now I'm explaining it. And now things are awkward. But that's okay. It's okay. I just didn't want to. Gonna be a good saying. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I forget the reason why we're even opening this guy up, but that's okay. We don't need to know. I'm perfectly okay. We're perfectly okay here, you know. I'm coping. I'm trying my best. I'm trying. I'm not going to abstract. You're going to abstract. You need a Snickers. I can't have a Snickers. Listen, okay? Listen. No. Listen here. Okay? I want you to listen here. Okay? Are you ready? I can't even have a Snickers because I'm allergic to nuts. Okay? So I can't even have a Snickers. I can't do anything to relax. I can't take a break. I can't. Okay? Okay. So that's where I'm at. Okay. We're just here, you know? We're just here. We're just here. This is what happens. Just listen to Abel, Ori. I'm sure everything will be okay. Okay. Find your center. I don't have a center. Do you want to crush a hippo? Thank you for making it seem like the weekend. Yeah. Anyways, the reason why I was opening this guy up was I forgot. The reason why I wanted to open this guy up. Oh my gosh. For Gore, skull emoji. Also, hi Ray, you're doing great. Thanks, Jove23. I really appreciate that, Jove. Thank you for being here today. You know, I was like seeing you around, and also Bard, also always redeeming the thingy. This is the like only time I've seen him talk in the past few bits, which is actually kind of indicative. But anyways, we're okay. Take a breath, Goose Frappa. What's Goose Frappa? Thank you, Cogs, for throwing a penny at my face. I appreciate you throwing a penny at my face. Should I also throw a penny at my face? That seems like a good idea. At this point, that seems just as productive. No, don't worry. Obviously, don't worry. Don't do that. Don't do anything that would make your financial advisor upset, or don't do anything, obviously. Or not like obviously, but obviously. Anyways, the entire point is I was trying to get on this. Ori, for real, just like take 5 minutes if you need to. Thank you, Boulder, for cheering 400 bits. It's appreciated. It's okay. I'm okay. It's... No. I don't want more than a penny. I don't want more than a penny. I just want this project to work. I just wanted this project to work. It's okay, guys. Thanks for throwing a penny at me, Mobile. Thanks for... Okay. Yeah, make it hail, guys. You gotta make it hail. Sorry. Thank you for gifting a subscription to Maple, Boulder. It's never necessary, but always appreciated. Thank you. Guys. Okay. Let's take a moment. Just take a nice deep breath. Everything is going to be okay. Nothing's going wrong. Everything is okay. Everything is a-okay. Everything is a-okay. Everything. Collect a breath. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, the idea here was... I feel like it's actually flawed at this point. What could I do in this situation? Like, I know that I have 4 different contact points. I know that only 3 of them matter. I'm able to line this guy up. No, Jangle Keys is out of stock. Hello, Seabisky. Welcome in. Long time no see, by the way. I'm okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We haven't lost their sanity. No one's lost their sanity here, okay? Listen, VTubers don't lose their sanity. How am I supposed to keep... Just for you, buddy. I can't find my keys either. Of course not. Okay. Of course not. Can't find my keys. Can't find my keys. Can't find that. Can't find anything. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, Iron City. Oh, hey, Sparks. I can't find my keys either, man. I've lost mine. It's okay. Guys, I've completely... What kind of crash out? I am crashing out. I'm not crashing out. We're crashing out. We're not crashing out. You're crashing out. Secondly, I'm just heckin' trying, okay? Physically impossible for a VTuber to lose sanity. They never had any to begin with. Listen, I had sanity, okay? They put me in the... Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna sound like a kitzing out. But they put me in a white room with white walls, white floors, and a white jacket all day, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my rubber rats. No rubber rats, just the floor that attacks me. And I haven't lost it, you've lost it. Embrace the insanity. I'm not embracing insanity, I'm just ever so slightly upset. At both myself for not being able to figure it out, and the camera battery for dying. You know, I'm upset at the camera battery for dying too, because of course it would die right now. Why wouldn't you die right now? It always dies right now. We're okay. Hi, guys. Thanks for throwing a penny at me, Sparks. It's appreciated. Okay. Ori, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm heckin' upset with myself. Thank you for throwing another penny at me. That's so nice. Okay. It's fine. I haven't lost my sanity. Anyways, the entire point here was to try to get a little guy. It was trying to get a blood sugar value out from this. The problem is I'm not sure if we're even able to probe across it. On top of that, I'm not even sure if our ADC can even handle the current that we're going to be putting out, because we're going to be putting out such a small amount of current anyways. I could try to make my own test strips, but that's not going to work because I'm going to introduce too much resistance into the system, and that won't work. So where does that leave me? Where does that leave me? It's not. It just doesn't. 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 Do we pivot? Realistically, what do we do here? We have the following options. I haven't destroyed this board yet, but it's basically destroyed. Oh, hey. Hey, Hamon, right? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I am Oriana Aura, the totally sane VTuber, not in the middle of a crash out at all. I hope you have a very good time here. How was making your fidget toys for chat? We aren't struggling. You're struggling. I haven't given my blood, sweat, and tears for this stream. I am the most sane VTuber, okay? Look at me, look into my eyes, okay? Look into my eyes, look into my eyes, look into my eyes. I am the most sane VTuber, okay? Most sane. Look into my eye, it's a gear. Look into my eye, it's a gear. We're sane here, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for the raid, Ham. It's appreciated. I'm just having a really bad day. I'm just having a bad day. How was stream? How was stream, Ham? How was stream? Ham on Raya is both a variety streamer who streams like nostalgic 2000s content and does some IRL stuff. They like Disney a lot. You should give them a check out. We only have the best vibes here. I've never seen a sane VTuber. I am the most sane VTuber. Ham was dopamine maxing. I am literally serotonin maxing. Okay, hello Kerbo, welcome in. Long time no see, by the way. We played 3 Click Your games at the same time. It was fun. That's good. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to this project, and we're failing. So it's like the opposite. Okay. We're not okay. We're okay, but we're not okay, dude. Anyways, we ran into problems with our blood glucose meter. It's not working as expected because we need 8 different points of contacts. We have no real way of removing or forcing the point. On top of that, even if we did get this guy removed, I just realized that dry blood doesn't even work. Dry blood doesn't even work for a blood glucose meter. I'm glad you do, Merpy Mill. I'm glad you do. I'm so glad. It has to be fresh. Hi, Topo Kettle. You can fix it. I appreciate that, guys. He has muted. He does, you know, maybe. But yeah, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm not dead. You're dead. Alright. Guys. Hello, this wasn't a bad direction, just a bad stuff on a path. Yeah, on the other hand, salt water adds random sugar might be able to simulate. I think we gotta pivot to rage baiting. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's appreciated. Again, apologies. What is the plan? We waste money on this. Knowing you, you'll figure out a way to make it work. Thanks, Kerbo. I appreciate it. Let's replan our table. I don't table projects. We'll get it done or we'll fail. One of the two. We will get it done or we will fail. Okay, that is the plan. Sorry, my avatar is also off to the side. My thing's also off to the side because my head's off to the side and because this is slightly curved. Okay. Okay. So, I have a plan. Okay? I have a plan. Thank you, Topo Cato. Thank you. I feel like this is the most I've ever crashed out. I'm not sure if I've crashed out more when I was trying... By the way, that's actual glass. I'm gonna have to clean this up after stream. Great. Alright. We are still going to make a snackometer. The thing that we're going to use instead of carbon dioxide should work, is we are going to pivot this project. We are going to pivot it. Instead of using the glucose, or the blood glucose, what we are going to use instead is a heart rate monitor. So, we'll need to get a heart rate monitor. I think this is an excellent place. This is an excellent place to end stream. So I think this is where we stop. This is where it all stops. And we go and raid someone and we lost our sanity, and that's okay. And we are at a great stopping point. Yeah, we're at a great stopping point right now. Bye-bye, appreciate... Yeah, bye-bye. We're going to have to raid Chain X3. Oh, no taco raid. Level 99 Sandy. Hey, Harley TV is back on. Yeah, it's okay to not be okay. Yeah, thanks, Soup. Also, hello, Soup. Alright, anyways. Dino Dance lost her sanity. Cool. Sure, something like this. Feel free to. And then I need to make the other thing. And thank you guys so much for being here. It is appreciated, even if I did crash out. We will continue this project on Friday, and we should get it working. We will slightly have to pivot, and we will move on. And I will be in the Discord briefly after I clean up all the glass that's on my table now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. It's very much appreciated. I hope to see you guys around. If not, that's perfectly okay too. I am checking. We are going to raid... We are going to raid Otako because we love Otako. So yeah, have a very good night, afternoon, evening, and night. And I will see you guys on the flippity flip. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. We're done. Thank you guys for being here. It's appreciated. All right. Sneha. Ah!